All right, everybody, let's do this. We'll get back to talking about what we were talking about before. For now, allow me to update you on everything that has gone on with the London Bulldogs. Because we went through some settings, we went through some free agency. First and foremost, shout out to Tom Brady, who was a free agent at 47 years old. He still hasn't retired. Do you know how frustrating that is to see Tom Brady sitting there as a free agent? It pisses me off to no end. Like my pride. My heart and soul. Also, Matt Ryan's a free agent, and we can't sign him. We can't save him. Now, before I show you the team, just in case anyone's like, hey, you did stuff offline. Did you do anything? Like, no. And what I mean by that is, like, in terms of, like, editing or anything, the only players that were edited is we swapped Smart from kicker to punter and Cade Slack to kicker. So, in terms of, like, any decent players I might have found in free agency, there was no cheesing it, in case anybody was worried. That said, I was poking around with something else, and I don't know if it's just because Season 1 is the problem, you know, that you have to do one season in your new home, but the option to relocate is now available, so that is how we are kicking off tonight. We are spinning the wheel, baby, and we are seeing where we're going to be heading off to, although granted, we do have to wait, but indeed, we are leaving London. 2 seasons in London, and we're out of here. Goodbye. So our world tour plans are on, which I am very, very happy about. I am going to spin the wheel, and we will see where we end up. But we are leaving London. I don't know if everyone can relocate, had to be done or not, but that's what I had it on. So we're good to go. We are good to go. Yes, the goal is to basically move the team as much as possible for shits and giggles. That said, allow me to show you what the team is this season because it is the best team that we have had yet. So, quarterback is, of course, still going to be the Wizard of Oz, Bobby Osborne, who still hasn't gone up to superstar. If he does, we still have a good chance of him being an amazing player. For now, he's still just okay. Hudson and Hicks still have normal dev, unfortunately. Running backs, it is Trevor Thomas, who might also go superstar this year. Fingers crossed. He's a beast. He is next to Montel Vontavious Porter, MVP, and Sherrod Witherspoon, who are 2 lower-rated players, but they're both star dev. I had higher-rated normal dev guys available. I just decided to go for potential, so we'll see what happens. Wide receiver, obviously, you know Alex Curtis is a superstar. From there, Freddie Noel is normal. Kinley is normal. Steve Tolbert's normal. Joey Winters and Ruben Moore both have star dev, fresh off the free agent list. So I don't know if I want to put these two as 2-3 on the depth chart, or if we leave someone like Freddie Noel and hope that he goes up to star dev. I think we're going to go with plan B there and stay with Freddie Noel as our second choice wide receiver. Tight end wise, in terms of anybody decent, it's still star dev Terry Childress. We do have Vincent and Raheem Peters on the team. Vincent's not that bad. It's normal dev, but 22 and a 67 is pretty decent. On the O-line, Darren Pollard, star dev O-lineman. Horrible, horrible overall, but we'll see what happens. And then, of course, Dexter Davis was our #1 overall pick. Yeah, he's still okay. He's still the best O-lineman that we have. But from there, I mean, you guys have seen Jason Cage, Carl Gleason, Tyson Faulkner's apparently hurt at the moment, Mateo Amaya, so there's nothing really there. On the D-line, fresh out of the draft, Brian Bates, normal dev, Dakota Gay and his star dev, and Joey Bingham with his star dev after winning Rookie of the Year. Linebackers, it's still pretty dire. Marcus Calhoun, Jay Smith, it's rough. At corner, Kareem Dickerson, Andrew Oakman, Niles Bryan, all normal dev. Khalid Bush and Trent Luckett have star dev. Again, do you play these guys or go with the higher rateds? It's a tough call. Darius Charles, fresh out of the draft at safety, and Ben Macklin on the other side. Cade Slack has been moved over to kicker, and our punter is Dave Smart. So this team is good to go. We're not really utilizing the practice squad this season. I didn't think it to be necessary, but that's everything. You're caught up on everything that I took care of off stream. So let's get down to business, because I imagine we're still going to be a god-awful team. Snipe and Score, how the hell are you? It is good to see you. We do have an injury. And it's Cookie Crisp, out for 6 weeks with a broken collarbone. Unfortunate. Unfortunate indeed. Alright, we do have these extra dev slots, but we're going to have to pass these around a little bit, as unfortunate as that is. We're in a rough spot now because we have too many people and too few spots, you know? Like, do you stay with the top guys, or do you drop it down to some of these guys at the bottom here to try to get them up to a higher rating? It's a tough call. It's a tough call. Series X isn't updating, not sure what's wrong. That is, define not updating. Like, is it requiring an update, or are you talking about like a specific game? I'm kind of confused. Holy upgrades. Okay, Mike Polite. Oh, Mikey P. Quincy Schaefer. See, I'm intrigued to see where we're going to be playing next year. Where the wheel decides is where we go. But the site's literally called Wheel Decide, you know? MVP gets better. And again, he's the type of guy, it's not even worth trying to train up receiving back or power back, just all into elusive. University of Denver hockey team has a tradition where you eat a lemon. Cool. That's my response. Console randomly couldn't save, so I shut it down. Now it's interesting. Snipe, that sounds awful. I feel like I've gotten very fortunate that I've really had no issues with my Series X, you know? And Carl Gleason. Goddamn, hopefully you figure that out, though. Perfect timing, right? Hey, new console, NHL comes out in a month. Perfect time for something to happen. It's brutal. It's a brutal. More weekly points. God, what are we gonna do? Good Khalid Bush. Honestly, we're just gonna have to keep it on the lowest rated guys. I think that's our best bet. I don't know. It's shit, I didn't mean to do that. It's really a tough call on who to train. Do we bounce the training around? Do we focus on the lowest rated guys? Do we focus on just our best guys in general? Tough call. No perfect answer. Eddie Gardner. Edward. Yeah, man, again, I'm excited. We'll get back to some more NBA tonight. We have a draft to pretty much kick things off on that immediately. I definitely want to get some F1 in there for the first time in a couple of nights. Raheem Peters. Also getting better. Darren Pollard. This guy can't improve fast enough. An actual star dev O-lineman. And the #1 pick, Dexter Davis. Again, we could have had an 80 rated defensive end, but no. Our AIGM said Dexter Davis. He's our guy, but he is just a man mountain at 6'8", so it could work out. Final preseason game that we will play in London. We are a 71 overall team at the start of the season. A 71. We're getting better. I mean, it might take us 10 years to break an 80. Depends on how the draft goes. Super Bowl's coming home. Well, it won't be. Unless we win it this year, that Super Bowl ain't coming home. Although, now see, if we back out and stay in London, we can use football's coming home. Benefits. Benefits to staying in England. the only world championship an English football team is going to win. Sorry, but what are you going to do? All right. We host Jacksonville. Our defense is back down to 69 rating. Our defense dropped in rating. They went from... That had to have been a glitch. Yeah, our defense dropped in rating. Figure that one out. England's crying right now. Yeah. Decent amount of them. Mainly because Manchester United lost and fucking Liverpool won. Some people are still stupid enough to debate whether or not Jordan Henderson's an elite level midfielder. He is. There's no question. No question. Dakota Gay stays at the 76. It's alright, he's more well-rounded. +3 to block shedding. I'll take that over an overall boost. Kareem Dickerson up to his 74. He's still our best corner. We really could use about 1,000 breakout moments this season. Anything less than 2 breakout moments this year would be incredibly disappointing. It's really the only way to put it. We need all the help we can get. Cam Fitzsimmons also improves. Ruben Moore. Well, see, Reds, you're wrong, though. And that's fine. You're okay to be wrong. But just know that you're wrong. Luke Brooks. We do play the breakout moments, yes. At least we try. If it's a defensive breakout moment, LOL, we're boned. Freddie Noel. Noel. I won't call him Noel because I don't want to think about Christmas. It's already fucking September somehow. Figure that one out. Alright, well, I imagine Jacksonville is going to just poop all over us. (26-24). London wins. What the fuck? Alright, Noel gets hurt. 3 weeks with a broken hand. We are 1-0. Stop the count. Put us into the playoffs, please. Urban Meyer suddenly has health issues again. I love that after 1 game, he got asked if he was going to resign. Incredible. Incredible. Like, that has to be incredibly motivating for Urban Meyer, right? The fact that after 1 week where your team... I mean, again, 1 week. Yes, your team lost, but after 1 week, people are saying, hey, you're going to leave? Reds, it is wrong, and that's okay. You can continue to be wrong in your wrong ways, but there isn't a team in the world that wouldn't improve their midfield with Jordan Henderson joining that midfield in their starting 11. And that's just a fact, Jack. If you don't think so, you're wrong. I'm sorry. You're wrong. Sherrod with a spoon. Again, we can't upgrade him in any other way. Can't even say Jacksonville or performance Jacksonville. I mean, again, they're going to be a crap team this year. That's the problem. They're going to be a crap team, the Jacksonville Jaguars. Like, they just are. Like, everybody knows that. It's not as if Trevor Lawrence is enough to suddenly make that team playoff caliber. They have some good pieces after inexplicably tearing it down. You know? It's just... it's going to be a while. It's going to be a while. So Benny Mack keeps getting better. Bayern's midfield doesn't improve with Henderson. Disagree. Strong disagree. Dexter Davis. Make you better. Rather Jacksonville job over USC. God. Good old USC and cruising for band. Well, no, Reds, it's not Bance. It's, or a band. It's not Bance, and you're not cruising for a band. You're wrong. It's fine. It's fine. It's okay. I told you. You can have the wrong opinion. I won't judge you for it. But it is the wrong opinion. That's all. It's accidentally backed out of player upgrades. The good thing is we can go back. We can go back. Marcus Calhoun. Hawks, I don't know what that is. What's stopping you? By the way, just to let you know, Bayern Munich, when they beat Barcelona, was running Leon Goretzka in the midfield. If you don't think Jordan Henderson's an upgrade on Leon Goretzka, then I have some lovely beachfront property in Iowa to sell you. Oh, Hawks, I know what it... Okay. I know what it is. I just didn't realize the short term for it. I never really got into that show, but I can't say I ever gave it, like, the greatest chance, you know? So. Brandon Griffin also improved. Red Sox are missing the playoff. They're not, though. They're not, though. Is that coming from a Seattle fan perspective? A Toronto fan expect, you know, like, they're not, though. They're not, though. Considering right now it's a 3-way tie for the wild card. Goodness. That Barca loss never happened. Oh, it happened. See, I heard that the umpires got thrown out in Baltimore, but I didn't see as to why. Jays fan. Interesting that you're more toxic towards the Red Sox than the Yankees. Thought most Jays and Red Sox fans had that agreement of why not us and fuck the Yankees. Interesting. Gretzka's quite solid. Reds, again, you're completely wrong. if you take Leon Goretzka over Jordan Henderson, there's no debate to be had here because I don't know what to tell you. Did we win again? Osborne, 5 touchdowns. Oh my God, we won again. We're 2-0. What? What is happening? What? How are we 2-0? What is going on? Jesus. What is going on? We are 2-0. Fuck the baseball talk. We're 2-0, baby. That's the first time we've won 2 games in the season since we started this challenge. Clearly, we should have started the challenge again. Jesus. Somehow, some way, we are 2-0. God damn. Whew. And the Vikings continue to Viking, right? Pretty much, man. God damn. Well, I mean, clearly now we have to put up a prediction. And it's going to be over under 3.5 wins. And we'll see what happens. That prediction's up for 2 minutes. Over, under 3.5 wins on the season. Are we going to lose out from here? I think the wild card race is going to pan out. Red Sox and Jays are going to make it. Fuck the Yankees, dog. Pretty simple. Isn't it? It's pretty simple. AL Cy Young and MVP. I mean, obviously it's between Vladdy and Ohtani at this point in time. I'm one of these types. I presume it's going to Vlad because he's going to the playoffs most likely. If the Blue Jays miss the playoffs, it goes to Ohtani, guaranteed. Because then nobody has the leg to stand on to say, oh, but one was on a playoff team and one wasn't. You know? So, there's that. AL Cy Young, though, is going to Robbie Ray pretty much no matter what, isn't it? Because fuck Garrett Cole. Salvy's leading RBIs. I just don't think that's enough, to be honest. He's had a great season, but it's going to be Vladdy or Ohtani just because, I'm sorry, Salvador Perez has had a great season. Name value matters for the MVP in baseball. It does. It matters in every sport. Ohtani, Vlad Jr., Salvador Perez on the Kansas City Royals. You know? It's a rough sell. I'm not saying that's right, but it is what it is. How am I feeling about the U.S. men's national team after the first round of qualifying games? I still refuse to put any hope and confidence into the U.S. men's national team until they are locked into a World Cup spot. I refuse to give them my trust. I absolutely refuse to give them my trust. I've been burned too many times. So, I'm hopeful. But, it's, you know how I'm always cautiously optimistic for, like, the new EA NHL game? I'm not even cautiously optimistic that the U.S. men's team won't fucking blow it. What's more impressive, a triple crown or pitcher hitter? Pitcher hitter in this instance. I mean, it's not just pitcher hitter. Shohei Ohtani is 1 home run behind Vladdy Jr. with 50 less at bats or something like that. Come on now. Come on now. Like, it's not even a debate. I think Junior wins the MVP if the Blue Jays make the playoffs, but Ohtani should be the MVP. It's not even close. People are just like, oh, but Vladdy's leading the home run race, and it's like, by 1. And he's beating, how old is Salvador Perez? 33? He's 31. He's younger than I thought. He's beating a 31-year-old on a bad team and a pitcher. A pitcher. It's fucking ridiculous. Shit's ridiculous. Goodness. I think of Dynamite. I thought it was great, man. Very excited for next week's show. Admittedly, I think I've mentioned this on stream before. As excited as I am for AEW Dynamite in Boston at the end of October, I'm also very conflicted. They've moved that event 4 times. Any of the other 3 times it was scheduled, cool. They decided to reschedule it the week of my girlfriend's birthday, which really complicates things. She's like, hey, I get it, it's cool. But I'm just like, oh, God. A horrible boyfriend. Fuck. As we lose our first game of the season, we're down to 2-1. 31-24 loss to Chicago. Alright, well, hey, we finally lost. So for those of you that predicted the over, now is the time to start panicking. Now is the time to start panicking. You don't get the appeal of the Young Bucks. You don't get the appeal of the best tag team of a generation. Okay, fair enough. I don't get the appeal of the Hardy Boys. Alright. We all got opinions, right? Different strokes for different folks. Oh man, we're so close to that extra training spot as well. So close. We need 5 more staff points. Things are starting to look up for this team right as we're getting ready to leave London. Oh, God. Right as we're getting ready to leave London. Whew. Well, Smoot, that's on you for thinking that Cincinnati would get something nice, okay? Let's see. Trent Luckett getting better. Darren Pollard keeps getting better. Again, we need this guy to develop. Star Dev O-lineman, I feel like is going to be pretty rare for us. Brian Bates hopefully turns into the next Brian Burns. Darius Charles. Dexter. Hey, Dexter Davis gets another upgrade point. He's making pretty good progress. He's making pretty good progress. Faulkner. So getting better. We might have to go reorganize the depth chart here in a minute. With all the upgrade points we've gotten already. Let's see. Bowman, now a scheme fit as well. Patrick Schaefer. Make you better as a speed rusher. Kadarius Hawkins. Might be the best name on the team. Every team needs a Kadarius, you know? And then Cade Slack reaches an 80. Not bad. We have a half-decent kicker. Thank God. We still haven't found a kicker with a dev pattern, but he's only 24. He might be our best option here. All right, let's see what happens here now. 72 rated. We go up against Jacksonville for the second time, and we beat them again. We're 3-1. Granted, we beat Jacksonville twice, but we're 3-1. And we get ready to pick our new location. What the hell, man? We're a 71 rated team and we're 3-1. Oh my god. All right. Well, in terms of relocation, again, we said we're going to move the team as often as we possibly can. We are not allowed to pick London, but this time we are allowed to replace London on the wheel with a possible return to Houston. And if it be, well, I mean, as much as I'd love to move back to Houston, I don't know, do we want to put Houston on there? I would really like to be the Houston Oilers. It's such a better name than the Texans. I'm going to put Houston on the wheel. I'm going to do it. Houston goes on the wheel, baby. So, wherever this lands, actually, let me check really quickly. Okay, cool, that is good. I never know if the F1 settings are still on. We have all the other cities on the list. Spin that wheel. Where are we moving, chat? The answer is St. Louis. Sweet home St. Louis. St. Louis gets added to the board. The St. Louis Englands. All right. To St. Louis we go. And then we're gonna fucking leave. Again. Oh, baby. All right, so we will be... Oh, yes, we can get that extra player here. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. So let's go over to the staff here. I just say moving the second team to Houston's a bold move because it doesn't register that I left Houston. Because great game. Because great game. All right, so let's get that extra dev slot. Fucking beautiful. There we go. Now we're making some real progress here, too, with the coaching staff. Things are actually starting to look up for this team sooner than I would have thought. This is hilarious. So, again, let's... Again, do we focus on our best players, or do we focus on the worst ones that actually have a dev pattern? I don't know what to do. Because these guys get training spot. I think we got to focus on the lowest guys because they do get those upgrade spots super fast, but so does somebody like Alex Curtis. And Trevor Thomas doesn't honestly require that much. God, such a tough call. Because at least the starters are getting playing time. But if we do focus on our best players, you could argue Cade Slack should be up there. We don't know what Dexter Davis is yet, but if we focus on our top 6, these are the guys. You know? I think we'll stick with them for this week of training, but I'm very indecisive on what to do long-term for training. Very indecisive. We'll figure it out. As Trevor Thomas gets an upgrade. Now an 83. Very nice. So I'm intrigued to see if it actually doesn't give us any options when we move to St. Louis and if we just become the St. Louis Bulldogs. With fucking British colors. It would be pretty awesome. We are the St. Louis Winston Churchills. Feel the fever. But yeah, I'm glad it'll let us move apparently every other year. Looks to be the deal. We got to stay one full year in our new stadium, and then we can move. So basically 2 seasons per city, and then we move on. Steve Johnson at linebacker gets better. He's a middle linebacker. Got to make him better at line coverage here. We have 2 goals on 0 shots. NHL 21 isn't broken. Again, there was absolutely no chance in hell I was playing NHL 21 with you guys. No. I'm enjoying a nice break until 22 comes out. Thank you. All right. Can we beat the 2-2 New York Jets? One more win, and the over is achieved. We lost 45-21. But we do get to choose a name. And we indeed have to be the Bulldogs. So we will be the St. Louis Bulldogs next season, because it landed on one of the cities where you can't even rebrand your team, which is the dumbest design choice in the world, but great game. Still can't believe they have relocation settings that are that poor. So, but we're off to St. Louis for 2 seasons before moving on. As hilarious as that is. Again, if I could have presets and just have our top players as preset 1, and then everybody else in their own, like, preset position, that would be fucking awesome. And it would be quick and easy. But because we don't have that, I don't quite know who I want to focus on here. Also, it signed me a random tight end, and I don't know why. Hopefully I didn't lose anybody. Holy shit, Dexter Davis is superstar dev on the O-line. I guess the AI didn't do that bad as a #1 pick. He doesn't have an incredibly high rating, but fair enough. Superstar O-lineman. If you're not going to take the 80 overall, at least get a superstar, right? So that helps quite a bit. Things are actually really starting to look up for this team. Much, much more quickly than I ever would have anticipated. It's kind of scary. Craig, no, I shouldn't. I should not be happy that I can even relocate, okay? Expect more from your game developers, sir. Quit being an EA apologist. Everybody boo Craig. Boo that man. Boo that man. His MVP goes up to a 66. Raheem Peters gets better. Craig, just you forget, unless we're playing NBA, my chat's still on my side. And even then, there's no reason for chat to boo me now in NBA. So what are you gonna do? Dave, what's up? I have a Super Bowl rematch in 56. Pats and Eagles. The Peagles. The Etriots. Can't all be winners. Alright, through the bye week, we sit with a decent little record here for a team of this caliber. 3-2, and we get our first breakout player of the season. Let's go. Oh my god, are things looking up. My goodness. The new prediction, do we win a Super Bowl within the next 2 years when we're in St. Louis? Ooh. Do we win a soupy boopy in St. Louis? That's the new prediction. We're 3-2. Who knows what might happen? Alright. Again, I still don't quite know what I want to do for player development. Who do I focus on? Do I focus on the lower rateds? Do I focus on just the best guys available? Also, Marcus Calhoun at linebacker is star dev. I didn't know that. Is that a recent development? Obviously, we got Luckett. We've got Bush. And Bush Light. And nobody good at safety. Okay. Lowest rated star dev guy is Ruben Moore. Let's get him in there. Win a title in St. Louis and then move. It might have to happen. It might have to happen. So we'll go through our upgrades and then see who our breakout player is. First of the season, as Dakota Gay is up to a legitimate 76. Now in the greens, Will Kindley, who is hurt Make him a little bit better. He was a random UDFA that we just picked up this year. Jason Cage on the O-line is a 70. For some reason, he's in negative morale, even though we have a winning record. Khalid Bush is also getting better. Reuben Moore, wide receiver, also getting better. I think it might be for the best to focus on these lower level guys. Instead of just having a bunch of superstars at the top who are really good, we need team depth, and we need an overall, solid roster. And developing these low-level star guys represents our best chance to do it. Even Darren Pollard, who was taking forever to develop. Terry Childress, tight end, is up to a 79. Not bad. He is now Hayden Hurst territory. Very good indeed. So, our breakout player here, Week 7 against Tennessee, is Brian Bates, the defensive end. Okay. So, I'm just going to sim this, and we'll see what happens. He gets the upgrade no matter what, and we'll see if it generates the XP for him. Fuck it. Because the defensive ones are a pain in the ass. So, I said Brian Bates could become the next Brian Burns. He might. As we lose big time to Tennessee. And unfortunately, Bates will not get the XP boost. He will get the dev boost, but he's going to miss out on the XP boost. If I had jumped in, could we have saved the day? Maybe. But we've also seen how a lot of these defensive challenges go. So he probably would have gone up to a 76, maybe a 77. I don't know how much XP it would have handed out because he is a rookie. But he will go up to star dev. We'll handle it that way. So, not bad. Just kind of a shame. Kind of a shame that we didn't get that extra bit of XP. We have a new stadium to build in St. Louis. And, of course, as is tradition, it's St. Louis, baby. We're going to build ourselves a dome. How is that dome basic? 69,000 seating capacity. What's the difference? I guess just the development of like the concession stand and everything. We'll take the deluxe sphere. We're building another dome in St. Louis. So we are down to 3-3. It's already been our best season to date. We are moving on to St. Louis from London at the end of this year. Still a little bit disappointed that we didn't get that edge rusher up to like a 76, but again, those defensive challenges are a nightmare. And in terms of injuries, our top corner is out and one of our top safeties is out. Fun. Oh, we have fun here with these injuries. That's great. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Alright. Let's go with the idea of our lowest rated dudes to get these guys to develop. Please. Come on, boys. We can't have you being terrible. We need winners on this team, damn it. Winners. We're gonna win a title in this challenge. Player upgrades. Faulkner might just hit a 70. What's missing from Nelson? You're not even subbed. And you're asking for requests like that? Bitch, I ain't free. You might think so, but I know my worth. Mateo Amaya gets better. Beautiful. Brandon Griffin doesn't go up in overall. That's a shame. Bobby Osborne getting better at QB every day. He's up to a 78. Still want that dev pattern to go up. Dave Smart a little bit better. He's now a 77. Only gets awareness. Dickerson, recently injured, goes up to a 75. Carl Gleason with 73. Foundation of this team's improving. $5, that's your worth. That's the bare minimum, baby. That's the bare minimum. Dexter Davis gets better again. Ben Macklin also recently hurt. Stevie Tolberts. We're getting better. We're getting better. Frederick up to a 78. Not bad. Very nice, AJ. Maybe up the difficulty. Let's go back to the depth chart here and reorganize just to make sure all the top overalls are in the best spats. And let's sim this game against the Pats. See what happens. And there it is. 4 wins in a season. To the 19% that said under 3.5, I'm sorry. You lose. Good day, sir. We're 4-3. As Osborne has 5 passing touchdowns in a game against that Patriots defense. This does not make sense. We also have 15 goddamn re-sign offers to put out there. Ain't that a bitch? Of all the names to go for, catcher, that was the one, huh? Again, Warden can go. I don't know why the AI signed him. I think it's because I lost a player due to injury. I'll just leave it. It's not as if he's that good. A little more. Time to re-sign all the UDFAs that we brought in. And all the holdovers from last year. Kadarius Hawkins. I wish I could have FIFA's auto-negotiate option. That would be pretty cool. 4-3 on the season. Who the hell would have thought we'd win 4 games this season, you know? Devs, what's going on, man? Stevie Johnson. Luke Brooks. Brother of Phil. Darren Pollard. Also getting better. Bart Springs. Can't negotiate until next week. Wow, that was 15 already, huh? Fair enough. Fair enough. We go to the weekly strategy. We play Tennessee. They're not a very good team, if we're being honest. Winners is now up to a 66. Which works for me. 3 or more fumbles. LOL. I'm attempting to watch a Twitch stream with 6 down and 1 up internet. Oof. Welcome back to 1942. Jesus. Oh, God. Did you need to order more? Did you need to order extra AOL time? What the fuck? 6 down and 1 up. My God. You've got mail. It'll take 17 years to download it. Download more RAM. Daquan Pittman. Struggled through that one. I mean, it wasn't so much struggling, it was more laughing at my own stupid joke. Apparently my dad said the provider has to flick a switch to swap us from copper to fiber. Apparently. Jesus. That's what I meant. Well, fuck. I'm sorry, the absurdity of 6 down and 1 up caught me off guard. And we have a 76 rated offense. This team is starting to figure it out. I need to figure out now, actually, what my next target is for our coaching staff. So the Fountain of Youth, the Hidden Dev, we don't need. Reset the Tree, we don't need. The offensive and defensive coordinator talents cost less. That makes sense. So it makes sense to finish the head coaching tree first and then move on to the OCDC. So let's go with the offensive coordinator talent discount, and we'll save up for the DC as well. It makes sense. Tech came in before to do the swap, but the speeds are fine before. Isn't that great? All right, we're gonna leave. Everything's fine. They leave, and everything's just on fire. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. Auto reorder the depth chart again. The boys are feeling good, looking good. Trying to put on a show for the people of England. Before we move on, can we win this game as well? No, we lost 35-6. Jesus. Marion Hossa. 35-6. That's rough. AJ all the time. As much as you possibly can. Brandon Griffin also wanted more money. And Maya. Oh, AJ, in terms of the... Once you get around to about 60% wear on parts is when you're going to start running into trouble. So, if it's a track you're bad at, take a grid pen. Yeah, 60% wear is kind of the magic number. So, do we have a tight end who's on IR? No. So, why did it sign me a dude? I'm just going to leave it. It should be fine. Devils' first preseason games in 2 weeks. It's crazy how fast hockey's gotten back here, you know? It's craziness. Time be flying. Time be flying. Omar Bass has Tugness. That was 3 years ago. Jesus. When we discovered I had my own attribute rating in NHL. Good old Tugness. Alright, Eddie Gardner. Keep these upgrade points coming, damn it. Wearing does improve. Honestly, I think I might have to cut him. I don't even know why it signed him, but I don't like that he's on the team. Again, it's not as if he's a major game changer, but he shouldn't be on this team. Does this work better for Madden than NHL? Yes, NHL, good luck if you try it. A couple of years ago in NHL it would have worked, but it doesn't really work anymore. It's almost impossible because the AI don't really miss good players. I still can't believe Tom Brady's rotting on the free agent list. There's actually nothing I can do. I don't think there's anybody I can sign. Shit, man. Can I sign another running back? We'll see if it re-signs a tight end for me, but I don't know what the hell's happening. Doesn't make any sense. I was at 53 players, and now it's acting as if someone's on the IR, even though no one's on the IR. Does not make sense. I'm trying to make Joey Winters a better player. Fitzsimmons. So obviously I don't think we're going to be a playoff team this year, but apparently we're not that far off from being able to go on a meme run and actually getting close to making the playoffs. All because our offense isn't completely tragic, apparently. Bradley Hicks, our third string quarterback, gets better. Normal dev, and then Brian Bates gets that upgrade point that he missed out by not completing the breakout moment challenge. The challenge. So we take on the Colts. I imagine we're going to get just absolutely stomped here. We didn't get stomped, but we do lose 21-16. We're down to 4-5 now on the season. It's pretty rough. Hello, Crash Andrews. How are you? Don't have that many contracts left to deal with. Very nice. The weekly strategy. Again, stick with the lowest rated dudes. Try to get these guys to more usable status. That is the target. Get an MVP in there. Let's do it. Ender, are you okay? Worry about you sometimes. Brooke Brooks, Brooke Brooks, coming soon to NXT, along with Braun Breaker. That's the dumbest names I've ever fucking seen. Oh, good old Dexter Davis, number 1 overall. Dewdrop. Kindley. Wish it was Kindly. That'd be better. First overall picks Dev. He is a superstar Dev O lineman. So we got really lucky. He is a superstar Dev O lineman. Thank God. Again, he was hardly the highest overall player we could have gotten with that pick, but he does have a really good Dev pattern. As Khalid Bush gets better. Trayvon Bowman's getting better. Mateo Amaya. Not quite getting better. Old double brace Amaya. And Cade Slack. Up to an 81. Not bad, Cade. Takes 11,000 XP points, though, for him to get another upgrade. So, I mean, he's going to be probably capping out at like an 82, 83 at best. Which kind of sucks. But it is what it is, I suppose. Cool, I wrestle with Bronze, older brother Bronston. Bronson and Bronston, you know. Why not? Alright, MVP's back from injury. Let's sim this game against the also 4-5 Pittsburgh Steelers. And we win! We're back to 500. Which is hilarious. Talk's fair enough. How the hell are we 5-5? His brother's name is Hudson. Ah. Well, shit. I thought his name was Bronson, not Bronston. That's just even worse. Don't let people name their kids. They do a horrible job. They do a horrible job. That's for all you Cademans out there. You know how bad it is. Steve Johnson, getting better. Demetrius Tanner. To a 64, not bad. Joey Bingham. Up to a 77. Niles Bryan. Let's be better at zone defense. Our team actually isn't that bad. We could beat most NCAA teams now. Oh, this is a family of high school athletes. Dynasty, Destiny, and Dallas. That's almost as good as the St. Brown family in the NFL. Amon-Ra, Equanimous. And literally their dad said, I named them that to, you know, let them stand out. Which I agree, like, naming your kid like John Smith, you know, there's not much originality there compared to Equanimous. But also, I don't know. I'm not saying either school of thought's right, you know? Fucking Equanimous. Knowledge Wallace. Okay, Knowledge Wallace is straight out of that Key and Peele sketch. Did he go to the University of Santa Clara, Wisconsin, Vermont? Like, what the fuck? Knowledge Wallace. Get the fuck out of here. Ugh. Fucking Knowledge Wallace. We take on the 3-8 New York Football Giants. And we lose. That sucks. Well, we're 5-6. We're definitely hurting ourselves in terms of our chance to make the playoffs by being unable to decide if we want to be bad or good. Unfortunately, we're just meh. And being meh hurts our draft chances, obviously. Being meh is not ideal. We'll do the same group in our focus training. Kid better not be dumb. Oh, God. He has to... Imagine the pressure on your kid by naming them Knowledge. They have to be the smartest person in every fucking room they walk into, or they're going to get clowned on. It's crazy. We're embracing our inner future St. Louis roots by channeling our inner Jeff Fisher, right? So wait a couple years to the third St. Brown brother. Oh, I'm aware of the third St. Brown brother. His Majesty Jermichael Finley Davis Davos Smithson Fitzpatrick Johnson III, the second, California. St. Brown, of course. Gonna be a dynamite player. Fucking ridiculous. Are we like Senator Sabres meh? Well, no, Senators. The Sens are meh. The Sabres aren't meh, Crash. The Sabres haven't been meh in almost a decade. They were meh when Ryan Miller was still there. I mean, Endo, with your name, you don't have to be an athlete, though. You can use that Endo in other ways. Jermichael. Oh my God, is his name actually Jermichael McKinney St. Brown? I wasn't that far off. Think about filling out that Scranton sheet for your name in school with a name like that, right? God damn. Alright, we do have that other upgrade, so we can keep going here. We take on the 6 and... Oh, that's right, it's Osiris. I remember now. Amon-Ra, Osiris, and then for some reason, Equanimous. They're like, ah, fuck it, after Equanimous, we're giving up. We beat Detroit! We're 6-6, baby! What is happening? How have we won 6 games this season? Oh my God, if the season ends, we're making the playoffs. We're in the fucking playoff spot.